Emotional intelligence. In today's fast-paced, hyper-connected world, one skill stands out as a key predictor of success, happiness, and resilience. Emotional intelligence, EQ. Unlike IQ, which measures cognitive ability, EQ reflects how well you understand and manage emotions, both yours and others. With constant stressors and shifting demands, emotional intelligence is no longer optional. It's essential. What is emotional intelligence? EQ is the ability to recognize, understand, and regulate emotions effectively. Psychologist Daniel Goleman identified 5 core components: self-awareness, knowing your emotions and how they shape behavior; self-regulation, managing impulses and staying calm under pressure; motivation, staying focused and driven through challenges; empathy, understanding and connecting with others' feelings; social skills, building strong, cooperative relationships. We hear it all the time, right? Emotional intelligence is the key to success. But what does that really mean in our daily lives? It's become one of those phrases people throw around in business meetings, self-help books, and even casual conversations. Yet many of us don't fully understand how powerful it actually is. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, isn't just a buzzword. It's the hidden force behind how we handle stress, interact with others, and make choices in a world that never stops moving. In fact, some experts now believe it may be just as important, if not more important, than IQ when it comes to thriving in modern life. But what does it actually mean in the middle of a tough day? Imagine you're overwhelmed with deadlines. A coworker snaps at you, and your phone won't stop buzzing. Without emotional intelligence, stress piles up, frustration takes over, and you react impulsively. With EQ, however, you pause, breathe, and choose your response instead of being controlled by the moment. It doesn't erase the challenges, but it gives you the clarity and resilience to navigate them without burning out or damaging relationships. Boss sends you that cryptic email. Think about when your boss sends you that cryptic email. Short, vague, and maybe even sounding a little cold. Without emotional intelligence, your mind might spiral into worst-case scenarios. Am I in trouble? Did I mess something up? Stress builds, and you carry that tension into the rest of your day. With EQ, though, you pause before reacting. You recognize your own anxiety, remind yourself not to jump to conclusions, and maybe even read the message again with a calmer perspective. Instead of firing off a defensive reply, you craft a thoughtful response or simply ask for clarification. That shift not only reduces your stress, but also strengthens professional trust. Friend cancels plans last minute? Or picture this: your friends cancel plans at the last minute. Without emotional intelligence, it's easy to feel rejected, annoyed, or even take it personally, letting those emotions ruin your evening. But with EQ, you can step back and see it differently. Maybe they had a tough day or something unexpected came up. Instead of reacting with frustration, you acknowledge your disappointment while staying understanding. You might use the extra time for self-care, catching up on a hobby, or simply relaxing. This balance of empathy and self-regulation keeps small setbacks from becoming big emotional drains. Emotional intelligence isn't just about knowing what you feel. Emotional intelligence is not just knowing what you feel. It's about what you do with that awareness. Anyone can recognize when they're angry, anxious, or excited, but EQ goes further by helping you manage those emotions in a constructive way. It's the difference between snapping at someone in frustration and choosing to take a breath before responding. True emotional intelligence means turning self-awareness into thoughtful action, using emotions as information rather than letting them control you. Pausing before you react. Pausing before you react is one of the simplest yet most powerful habits of emotional intelligence. In heated moments, our first instinct is often to defend, argue, or lash out. But that quick reaction can make situations worse. Taking a short pause, even just a deep breath or a count to 3, creates space between emotion and action. In that space, you gain clarity, choose your words carefully, and respond in a way that protects both your peace of mind and your relationships. Catching yourself in the heat of the moment. Catching yourself in the heat of the moment is where emotional intelligence really shows its value. It's easy to get swept away by anger, stress, or frustration, saying or doing something you regret later. But when you notice your emotions rising and stop yourself mid-reaction, You shift from being controlled by feelings to being in control of them. That awareness gives you the power to choose a better response, turning what could have been a conflict into an opportunity for understanding and growth. And asking, why am I really upset? And asking why you're really upset takes emotional intelligence to a deeper level. Often, the emotion you feel on the surface isn't the full story. Maybe anger is masking disappointment, or frustration is covering up fear of failure. By pausing and asking yourself, what's really going on here? You uncover the root cause of your feelings. This self-reflection not only helps you manage emotions more effectively, but also leads to healthier communication and stronger relationships, because you respond with clarity instead of confusion. Life throws little surprises at us every day. Life throws us little surprises every day. A sudden change of plans, unexpected news, or someone saying something that catches us off guard. These moments can easily stir up irritation, stress, or even anxiety if we let emotions take over. Emotional intelligence helps you handle these surprises with more balance. Instead of reacting impulsively, you step back, adjust, and respond thoughtfully. Over time, this flexibility not only reduces daily stress, but also builds resilience, making you better equipped to handle the bigger challenges life sends your way. Some are amazing. Other people are amazing. When we truly pause to notice, we see the strength, creativity, and resilience they bring into our lives. Emotional intelligence helps us appreciate these qualities instead of getting caught up only in differences or frustrations. By recognizing the good in others, their efforts, perspectives, and even their struggles, we build deeper connections. This shift in mindset not only strengthens relationships, but also makes everyday interactions more meaningful and positive. Others? Not so much. Others, not so much. The truth is, not every interaction will feel uplifting or easy. Some people will test your patience, challenge your perspective, or even stir negative emotions. Emotional intelligence doesn't mean ignoring these moments. It means learning how to navigate them without losing your balance. By setting healthy boundaries and staying calm, you protect your own peace while still treating others with respect. Over time, this ability to manage difficult relationships becomes one of the most valuable life skills you can develop. Remember, emotions aren't the enemy. Remember, emotions can be your enemy. Left unchecked, they cloud judgment, fuel overreactions, and push you toward choices you may later regret. Emotional intelligence helps you spot this and regain control before emotions take the lead. They are signals. Emotions aren't just noise. They're messages pointing to what matters most: your needs, values, or boundaries. When you treat them as signals instead of enemies, you can respond with clarity instead of impulse. Surge of frustration in traffic? That's a signal too. It might be telling you you're overwhelmed, rushed, or in need of patience. Instead of letting the irritation take over, emotional intelligence helps you pause, breathe, and recognize what's really going on beneath the surface. Maybe it's telling me to slow down on the road. And in my mind. Jealous while scrolling someone's feed. A chance to ask what I'm missing in my own life. Treat yourself with curiosity, not criticism. Everyone, even people who annoy you, has invisible battles. Next time a wave of emotion hits, take a breath. Ask what your feeling is trying to teach you. Practice turns surviving into growth. And that, to me, is what emotional intelligence is all about. Unlock your emotional superpower today.